Welcome back everyone to today's second video. In this video we're going to be looking at the weather for the next couple of weeks for the United Kingdom. First of all, if you want to go check out today's first video, what was Monday's weather forecast, then go ahead and check that, it would help a lot. So without further ado, let's get into this. So currently I have winds coming in from a westerly direction over most of the country and northwesterly. The top half of the country, it's going to be sort of a split south-north. Top half of the country seeing cooler northerly, northwesterly winds, and the bottom half of the country seeing more southwesterly, westerly winds. So maybe a bit milder in the south than where it is in further up the country. So let's have a look at the GFS 6 o'clock run today. So once again, here's the current situation with them northwesterly winds, westerly winds pushing through the country at the moment. With the low pressure, what affected us over the weekend, pushing northeastwards as it has been over the last couple of hours and through today. So let's run this on a little bit and we'll see how it goes. So into tomorrow and Tuesday, we start to see high pressure building to the south of the country and trying to push in over the country. And if you didn't know, high pressure is the yellow, red and purple, and low pressure is the green and blues. So as the high pressure starts pushing in, it keeps dragging that low pressure further and further away, but that keeps the winds locked in from a cooler northerly direction. So temperatures still not improving, and temperatures in some places tomorrow might not even reach 12 degrees. And most of the country is seeing temperatures at about 14 degrees, so quite cold for July, not really what you'd expect for this time of the year. So as we keep running the clip on, we see the low pressure trying to push back in throughout the week, and this keeps the winds in from a quite cool northwesterly direction. Temperatures probably improving a little bit from on Tuesday, but still not much of an improvement over into Wednesday. As the clip keeps rolling, we keep seeing that low pressure still sitting just to the northeast of the country, and this will keep bringing in those thundery showers that we've been seeing over the last few days, and especially today. So the thundery showers feeding off this low pressure system, coming into the milder air where the high pressure is, where it'll be quite volatile and causing them thundery showers with some thunder and lightning. As we keep on moving forward into Friday now, we see the low pressure trying to fight away the high pressure here, where the high pressure is getting pushed outwards by the low pressure, which is still trying to get into the country, and keeping the wind still from a cooler direction from the northwest, maybe a bit more westerly, but still northwesterly winds, so it's still going to be quite cool. As we go into the weekend, we see it's looking quite volatile around us, with some little dots of lower pressure, not low pressure, but lower pressure, which would cause showers, what are probably going to push into the country, still bringing them thundery showers. After this, we are getting a bit to the range where we're not really as sure as the time is getting on, but we still keep seeing that sort of volatile sort of look on the models. What still looks like we could have some thundery showers, what we're having at the moment. We're having some quite widespread, and it looks like that could carry on over the next week. And as we go into Tuesday, we actually see a low pressure system start to form just out in the Atlantic, in just over Ireland, coming in from the Atlantic, probably building off the Atlantic Sea. When that's going to probably maybe push into the country and cause more rain, maybe some more organised bands of rain and thundery showers. Once again, here we are. So we have the bit of low pressure here, and we have a trough of the low pressure just here out in the east. So that's probably going to deliver rain and showers to most of the east coast. As we go beyond that, we see low pressure strengthen again, and we start to bring cooler winds in from the northwest once again. So not a good outlook at the moment, unlike some places in Europe. In Greece, we got 48 degrees yesterday, and I'm not sure about today, but they definitely have 48 degrees over the last couple of days. But that low pressure keeps standing its ground and keeps the cool air coming in from the north and even northeast now, so it's still a cool direction, even nearly into August now, and the low pressure keeps on holding on, so not much of a good look. But then as we go into the end of the run, finally into August, maybe we see a heat wave finally, all the way from stretching out west. We see the wind coming in from the southwest, and that is what you want to see at this time of the year, with warm air and possibly hot air finally pushing in at the end of the month. So maybe we get a bit of a heat wave eventually, but we're still not sure about that at that point. And as we go right on to the end of the run, we keep them milder, warmer air coming in. With still low pressure threatening, what could break it down and would probably cause a lot of thundery showers. If you look at the upper air temperatures, as you can see, the heat pluming up from Spain and parts of warmer Europe here, France and Spain, warmer parts of Europe at the moment, air pluming up, originating from down here where I'm circling, from them westerly winds, and you can see where the ice bars are stretching all the way back, coming into the country, so that's a good sign. Hopefully that comes off for some better weather into August. Okay, let's have a look at the diagrams now to see what we're looking like there. And I've seen a bit interesting, once again, as you can see, below average for most of the time, maybe going a bit above average here, around average, but most of the time staying below average. Few occasions we go a bit milder. Most of the time the upper air temperatures are looking quite cold, quite cool, just like we've been seeing. But there you can see some of the runs going a bit warmer, maybe even hotter towards the end of the run. But we are seeing precipitation maybe calm down a little bit over the next few days, until we hit the 25th of July, when we start seeing that precipitation spiked again. And around the 28th of July, a bit of a ridiculous precipitation outlier, going up to nearly 35 millimeters of rain. Actually, yeah, nearly 35 millimeters of rain, so that's quite extreme, but that's just one, so that will definitely not come off. But you never know, anything could happen. So drying off a little bit with them thundery showers still around, but we do see the rise in precipitation into the second half of August and into the second half of July and into the start of August, as it becomes more uncertain what pattern we're going to see, if high pressure builds in or low pressure holds its ground over the country and keeps bringing them cooler winds in. This is what we're looking like from 24th to the 17th to 24th of July on the models. Once again, there's that high pressure, what we're talking about, and that low pressure on the sea level pressure, what is bringing in them cool northerly winds. Let's have a look at the temperature anomalies for this week. We're not going to go any further than a week, or maybe 2 weeks ahead, because we won't be able to predict that far ahead. Once again, temperatures quite cold for the time of year, below average. Most of Europe as well, all below average, and especially over the UK, so not much improvement there. Will the precipitation improve at all? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Precipitation is looking like this. Scotland maybe going a bit drier than average in some places, around average, south around average, but most of all of Ireland, Northern Ireland, UK, Wales and England, so most of the UK still staying with more rainfall and precipitation than average. Let's look a bit closer in on the rainfall then over the next few days. Off we go. So looking like this at the moment. This is the current, what's currently happening at the moment with them thunder showers around. Obviously, it's not a high resolution model, but you can see them thunder showers around. And we did have a big band of thunder showers earlier on, around here, Manchester, Liverpool, but they have gone by now. And we did have some quite intense thunderstorms over the last few hours and over the last day. As we keep the run running, we see this area of rain coming off that low pressure into tomorrow, and this brings some more widespread rain over northern England into Wednesday in the middle of the night. As we continue into Thursday, now we see them showers once again hanging around, just hanging on, as you'd expect, just around, just hovering to bring a bit more thunder showers. Then into the day on Friday, we start to see more of them showers pushing in again, with probably a thundery side to them, quite volatile with the high pressure and low pressure battling. So probably some thunderstorms. And that big area of rain that we saw on the low pressure pushing in, especially over the east coast as well, just there out in the sea, you can see where all of that rain is, even though this model has a low pressure probably more centred over the country. So we'll have to see what that is centred over, because it could be completely different. Just matters where the position of the low pressure ends up. After that, we cannot really predict what happens. It's getting too far out for the short range models, but we do know there's still more rain and heavy showers around. Okay, thank you everyone for watching today's second video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe, because it helps me a lot to keep on doing these videos. So thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.